As a program director of many years, one of the challenges we find with our students is their inability to recognise how to communicate with other people. We have students from a wide variety of backgrounds, both age-wise, culturally, and we want to create an opportunity for students to actually engage really closely with each other and practice those communication skills and collaboration skills so that they can take those as employable skills as they go out into the workplace. For this course, we decided to use a problem-based learning approach because we really wanted to focus on the closer communication skills and closer verbal skills. So one of the ways we did that was with a problem-based learning approach, and with the support of the school, we've got the opportunity to use small student groups. But a key thing is that this is an unfamiliar learning environment for students, and so one of the things we did was say, okay, up front they need to have an introductory workshop, and it's going to be more than just what are the expectations of the workshop and the PBL learning environment. It's also a get to know you. These students do not know each other at a level where they can actually communicate deep thoughts and reflections on their life and their life experience, which is part and parcel of the course. So it's important that that workshop didn't actually have any direct assessment on their performance in the workshop, and we ended up scaffolding that as a reflection on that workshop instead. Outcomes for the project and for the students were particularly good in terms of the way that they communicated with each other. And so in the PBL classes, what we saw progressively was students embracing the opportunity to talk to their peers, to get to know their peers, and also be able to risk their knowledge in front of an audience. And this is something that, for particularly our students who have English as their second language, can create a really big challenge. And the fact that they've gone all the way through to third year before they've had this opportunity was something that we really wanted to make a big point of. From the students' perspective, they viewed it in a variety of different ways. Firstly, we had students saying, I connected with students in my degree that I'd seen in classes but I'd never actually spoken to before. And they formed new friends and they actually connected within the school and within their program. Now, for a generic degree, that's really impressive. Secondly, they actually demonstrated their confidence in their knowledge. And so they've learnt a lot of material, and this course is actually a capstone course, which means that they're utilising material from their previous learnings in many other courses and engaging in a problem-based learning case to scaffold that and look at outcomes and different sequelae. And so these students have taken that material and they're applying it and they're communicating in a small group environment, working with other students in a professional environment. Fantastic. They all worked as a team, so they split tasks up, they negotiated tasks, they worked well together within the classroom, but also outside the classroom. And one of the important things about that was they were utilising whatever opportunities and platforms they wanted. So whether it was Facebook or they're using the Blackboard site, they got the job done. And the next part of the next class, was that they would then present their findings to the group, and the group would then amalgamate that material. So fantastic for both students and from our perspective for students developing the confidence to be able to present material that they are comprehensively understanding. If you're going to look at the small group PBL learning approach, have an introductory workshop. Never presume that these students can speak to each other, do speak to each other, or even know each other. They may have worked in the same groups in the past, but often what happens is they go together and they separate the task up, they go away, they do their work, and then they put it together at the last minute. And they don't have really deep discussions about what they mean and what their intentions are with the work that they're doing. Give them expectations of what the course expectations are, but also the expectations within that PBL learning environment, because it's really important that respectful communication is built in there. So even if there is a student who's a dominant personality in terms of wanting to dictate all the knowledge for everyone, it empowers the other students to say, well, I respect your knowledge, but I'd like to contribute too, and to work out ways in which they can do this, whilst also giving the other students the opportunity to to modify the way they're approaching their enthusiasm in their responses. Critical to this approach, having a great PBL facilitator team, having the team informed and cohesive, so everyone's on the same page, addressing the same challenge at the same time. And consider using random assignment to PBL classes or groups if you've got larger cohorts, because it maximises your opportunity to create new collaborations and friendships for our students.